A smoke detector review may not sound real exciting until you realize that this device, just this little tiny device, could be one of the most important things in your home. I was sent this by the brand to try out, and what surprised me the most is just how small and modern it looks compared to the bulky smoke detectors that I'm used to seeing and that I have in other places in my house. I mean, look at this in the size. Just in my hand, you can see how small this is. And it came in this box with all the parts that are needed. And this is called the Hyman Matter Smart Smoke Detector. It's a battery powered smoke alarm that's designed to help keep your home protected while also integrating with smart home systems, which is really nice. So of course, like I mentioned, I noticed right away the first thing is how compact it is. It has a real clean, modern design, so it looks nice, and it just blends in better than the traditional smoke alarms. And even though it's a small size, it does still have a nice loud 85 decibel alarm built in. I'm going to do the test here. This is the test button for the battery, and you can hear it. So it's pretty loud chirp that you're going to hear. And what really makes this different than a lot of them is that it has the smart home capability. One of the direction sheets has this QR code that you scan, and that lets you get the app to set it up with Matter and Thread technology. So it's compatible with different things like Smart Things, Apple Home, Google Home, Home Assist, and Alexa when they're paired with that compatible hub. So instead of relying on cloud-based notifications, it uses local communication for faster and private alerts. So it came with simple directions, came with a direction sheet, and it also included this small paper. This to me was probably one of my favorite things. This little small paper was inside, and it was stuck like right beside the battery. And what I love about it is on there it tells you what the different alarms mean. And if you're thinking, why is that such a big deal? Well, I don't know, maybe 3-4 months ago, one of our alarms went off, and we turned it off, or reset it, came back on, and it did that 2 or 3 times in a row. But I couldn't find any directions to tell me what the alarm meant. There obviously wasn't any smoke anywhere. It was during the day. And so I had to go online and look it up and find the manual that told what the different chirping sounds meant and the flashing and how often it chirped and all those different things. So this one tells you right on this little sheet, which I would suggest sticking right back to the alarm so that you don't lose it. So it flashes red and beeps quickly when it's an actual smoke alarm. For low battery, the red LED light there is going to flash, and there's just going to be one beep every 54 seconds just to kind of get your attention and say, hey, it's time to change the battery. If there's a malfunction, the red light will flash twice, and then there's 2 beeps every 54 seconds. So I really like that because you know what's going on when you hear those sounds. It's also super easy to install. There's no wiring. You can mount it using the screws that were included, and it also has those little wall anchors in it as well if you want to protect your wall and have them stay in place. But it also comes, if you prefer not to have to do the drilling, it also comes with these magnets that stick on the bottom. So I already pulled the sticky part off the other side so it would stick to the bottom of the detector. And what I'm going to do next is take this sticky piece off and just stick it up on my wall near the top of the wall, like right near the ceiling, like they tell you to do in a good location. So it's super easy. All I have to do is stand up on a chair or a stool and stick it up there. Don't even need any tools. And I like that it also has that simple test button there so that you can always make sure that it's working. And this is designed with a dual photoelectric sensor design. So it's made to detect smoke more accurately while helping reduce false alarms from things like cooking or steam. And you know how annoying that can be when you're making something in the kitchen and it's a little greasy or a lot of smoke coming out from it, and then your alarms go off. And of course, since it is battery powered, it has a long-lasting lithium battery in there, so it will keep working during power outages. You don't have to worry about the way you would with an electric one. And I do like that the battery is included. It's right in the bottom there. If you slide that apart, you'll see it. and you don't need to go buy one because it comes already installed and you're ready to just set this up. I think probably what surprised me the most about this, other than the size, is just how much technology they've packed into this little device. It doesn't just function as a smoke detector, it can also be incorporated into smart home automations and safety routines. So all you need to do is scan that QR code that I showed you on the one paper and get that home app, and you're good to go from there. I didn't even mess with that part. I just was happy to have an alarm that would go off if I'm asleep and there's smoke or fire. So overall, I really like the modern design, the simple installation, and just the peace of mind that comes from knowing that we have a reliable smoke detector upstairs in the bedroom. So it's one of those products that you hope you never need, but you're very glad to have.